577.
577.
Something, 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 something.
That boy crazy.
It was something. I lost it. Hold on. 0171.
Same here, big bro. Huh?
0171.
Y'all can call in. 301-577-0171.
Was it 577 or 557?
Or 557 or 577.
557-0171.
Somebody gonna answer.
301.
If it's not figured out, we'll call you back. We'll figure it out together.
But that's what she brings up is a point, because that's how a lot of people go out and live their life. They look to satisfy one particular need. 301.
No, it's 301.
557-0171.
557-0171.
Correctamundo.
All right.
Correctamundo. We left a little open area in the middle.
301-557.
All right, we got our first call here. All right, you're on the line with Blueprint Radio Podcast.
Oh, yeah, you got your first caller.
No, we get a lot of callers, but most of them are spam risk.
What's happening, Captain? Who we got?
Oh, y'all got to get that number ready.
Okay.
Who this we talking to?
You got to turn your radio down.
That's Ron.
Okay, what's up, Rob? How you doing, big dog?
We're good. We're just doing the test call, making sure we got the right number, baby.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I see.
We appreciate you, fam.
I see you.
All right.
I'm gonna give y'all phone duties. Thank you, Ron. That's Ron, aka Criminal
Yes,
Brian.
sir, my guy.
Long time listener, first time caller, contributor to the show, sportsman extraordinaire. Can break down the minute details of every single sport. We had a 2-hour conversation about badminton for some reason. And yeah. Did you know that thing in badminton that you hit over the net is called a shuttlecock? Pause. That is exactly what it's called, Kelly Green. A shuttlecock.
It is. Do it again. Get it again.
Shuttlecock.
It is, but I just
Pause. It was a shuttlecock. It was weird, but Criminal Grind knew that somehow.
What was the number? 0171?
0171 301 557 0171. And you call in and you tell us what you feel like and what you're talking about.
If y'all was following the show, listen to it, got something to say.
Yeah. But I have a question for
y'all.
y'all.
And talk about any part
And,
of the
and if you
conversation,
don't have
that's
to
fine.
answer this, you don't have to answer this.
Come on with it.
Okay. It's the most awkward. Oh, we got somebody there. Kelly Green? Okay, now hit.
Hello, you're live with
Blueprint.
Radio.
Kelly Green forgot what she was. She's like, hello, you're here on WPD.
What's happening? Who we got?
This is Mrs. P.
That's
Hey.
Mrs. P.
Uh-oh. Can Mr. P stay out and play?
For a little bit.
Okay, a little bit.
He got something. Yeah, just a little bit. He had something to do.
Oh.
Work.
But I ain't too common, but mine was about the earlier part of the conversation when y'all talking about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
That was one. And then I had something to say to when y'all was talking about the men being sick and being sensitive.
Okay. Well, shoot.
Okay, so the first part was with the kids, the spying on the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I did say that me and Sneaky P, that's what I call it. We have a good relationship with the kids. We talk to them, and they talk to me about certain things, and certain things they don't talk to Daddy about. But for the most part, we have a good communication with the kids, so we don't really. I don't think we really need to spy on them because if we're open and they come and tell us things, whether it's good or bad, you know. So that's the line of communication we have with our kids.
Right.
The other comment I had was about him being like if he's in some kind of pain or something, because he's kind of stubborn. So I have to, when I see him in pain, I have to press the issue with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I have to make sure my husband's okay.
No doubt. Absolutely. We appreciate that
He's a man
comment.
in the house, but he is stubborn, but sometimes we have to just get past that, and I have to make him go.
Wow.
I don't know what Miss Kelly Green has to do for the mister, but I have to make him go. I like really have to practice. So.
Oh, she has to make me go to the doctor too.
Oh yeah.
She gotta make me go to the doctor. Yeah, because there's sick people there. Yeah, everything's sticky.
You make them go? You make
them
go?
I make him go to the doctor. Yeah. But, yeah, go to the doctor if you're sick.
No.
Yeah.
I say niet.
Miss Kelly Green, is the mister, is he stubborn?
Yeah.
About going to the doctor, yes. But if he's sick or something, then no, he's a big baby.
Jack in with a blueberry muffin, wrapped in a pink towel, surrounded by roses and daffodils.
First of all, I need a microfiber cover. Actually. Magenta in color.
Hypoallergenic, if you don't mind.
No, I don't. You know what? I just need a glass of water and some food sometimes. And that's what Kelly Green is having a problem with. Yeah. Kelly Green is acting like I asked her to perform surgery.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, can you get me something to drink and something to eat? Yeah. Why are you breathing heavy? People can't breathe? What do you mean?
Isn't that how you ask her?
No, I say, hey, baby, would you mind getting me something to drink and something to eat, please? Like Kelly Green will bring, and then she bring you in stages and get mad. So she'll bring you the hottest bowl of chili with nothing to drink. And then she'll bring you some crack and then get mad when she forgot to drink. I got to walk down the stairs again and get you some. Do you see?
That happens.
It's a lot of stairs, and it's like you asked for 50 million things.
That's 50 million things. She counts each pea that I asked for as things. So she brings me peas on one plate. That counts as 72 plates because there's 74 peas on the plate. Do you understand what I'm going through? This is borderline abuse, is what y'all people are. And I'm reaching out to y'all, please.
I don't know if there's numbers for that.
You see, there is numbers for it. Miss P, I'm trying to tell you, this is what's going on. It's almost domestic violence in a way. Like, I'm waiting for her to come home. When I be sick, I be scared because I don't know what she's going to do to me. Like, I'm just waiting for her to walk in the room with a block of wood and a sledgehammer. You know what I mean? That's it. This is what I ask her. This is what is so tough for her. There you go. Because she was raised by a drill sergeant. So her answer to everything, Miss P, I'm telling you, her answer to everything is rub some dirt on it.
That's it. Boy, you all right. Boy, ain't nothing but a bullet wound. You all right.
Rub some dirt on it.
Sleep it off.
As my husband would say, he'd say, put wet
That's it. That thing good. That's a fact, baby.
Yeah, trust me. I gotta solve myself.
Clean glass, it'll clean your ass. Glass you gotta look through. That take all the dirt off.
You're not lying. You're not lying. No, I have to put Vicks on everything.
Oh,
that's all I got.
Oh,
Vicks in a hot shower. That's how I solve it. Don't you listen to Kelly Green, y'all. Don't let her think yes, Bear Farmer.
Don't listen to me. That's just how I am. Yeah, my daddy is.
Bear Farmer, you about to go
sergeant.
into blueprint jail talking about you agree with Kelly Green. Asking too much to get me something to drink and something to eat when I'm sick is asking too much? How dare you? Where is Sealy out there? Sealy.
How dare you?
Where is Sealy? Sealy still
Are you appalled?
I am appalled, offended, and bamboozled. Okay?
And you're also division.
Yeah.
Well.
That too.
All right.
You know.
My God.
That too. Do you hear this? Do you hear what's wrong with this generation?
You know, I'll talk to Miss Kelly Green. We'll go ahead and talk.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I don't have no problem.
And Mama Green.
We can lead up to, but we can go have a drink.
Fine.
All right, that sounds good.
And
to
me and P will go to the vegan bar.
And get a quinoa special.
You see what I'm saying?
With
Do you see this? Are there any ladies out there in Blueprint Land that do not agree with Kelly Green?
I think all of them do.
Yeah.
Kelly Green's.
Well, we thank you so much, and we definitely appreciate your call.
Thank you for your
some
call.
more callers. Feel free to call in and speak about any subject anytime.
I'm spoiled, Bev.
And thanks for watching the show.
Thank you.
We'll have you in studio soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Can you believe this? I cannot believe this. I am hoodwinked, bamboozled. These are shenanigans and rigmarole.
So Miss Farmer say the same thing.
Miss Farmer over here saying, I'm spoiled to expect to be fed.
And something to drink.
Exactly.
I mean, damn.
Exactly. Like, you're going to feed me chicken with a slingshot, Bev? I'm a little concerned out here, people.
Yeah.
Now, of course, as of next week, we will have our Patreon up and our Cash App. So if you want to donate to the show and you like the and maybe I can get a butler, or someone who wouldn't mind feeding me once every 6 months when I get sick.
Yeah, but more importantly, we need that
You
money
get sick
because we
every
want to
3
break
weeks. Now,
down
don't
more.
tell-
We want to do better for y'all.
Oh, but let's ask Kelly Green how many times I've cooked for her. And Sneaky, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky, you know, I cook.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Kelly Green's ideal of cooking is, can I get a number 1?
That's not true.
Extra cheese, no onions.
Hurry up, run home, take it out the bag, set it
A
up.
tropical berry Sprite. No, she don't do that shit. It's down there.
Cut the stove on it and cut the little fan on it.
The bag is in the
Little
car.
oil
If you
fan.
really want it, the bag is in the car. There it is. You better hurry up. It's hot. And I got you
order and
extra
pay
ice.
for it, and you
in
can't
your
at
room.
least come down to the cold car and get it.
Exactly.
I got mine.
My leg fell off. It's duct tape. It's duct
Kim,
tape.
stop playing.
It's duct tape right there. It's duct tape. Now that is a wild situation. Now I know we have a little fun. I want to go off subject just for a moment. We want to go into it too far, but you know the subject today is domestic violence. Okay, and I'm not just bringing that up because we've clearly seen how Kelly Green abuses me. However, 1 in 3 women and more than 1 in 4 men in the U.S. have experienced rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner. Every 20 minutes, 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner. These are the real stats, people. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have experienced severe physical violence by their partner. Okay? Intimate partners account for 15% of all violent crimes.
I can believe that.
So, disability people with are at a 40% greater risk. Go ahead and answer. Whoever that was, call back.
Yeah.
So, I want y'all to understand that if if you're in the situation, there's help out here. You don't have to sit in that situation. If it's really bad, call me and Sneaky P. We'll come over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll take care of that for you.
Get that out the
You
way.
know.
House in the car.
That's it. Hello. We don't play no game.
But if you check on your people though.
Yeah,
And check on yourself.
that's a very serious matter, man. And, especially having daughters like you guys have. Dude.
I'm not afraid to wear orange. I'm not afraid to wear orange
In a heart
for mine. I don't want to have to though. So talk to your youngin, because you can either you be putting something on his books or putting something on his grave. You come over here and mess with ours.
I could only say that the common sense rule is you can't beat someone you love or you don't love them. Like, that doesn't work for me. I mean, to hurt. I ain't talking about beating the chastise or scold the child, but I'm talking about, like, your partner. You can't hurt them if you love them. The two don't go together. Love means I want you to feel great, even if not with me.
Absolutely.
If I love you, I want you to feel great. If my wife at work and I'm at home, I talk in a tone that I want you to know nothing is wrong. I want you to feel like you are good. You know what I mean? So I want you to feel good, So for a man to hurt a woman and get any type of pleasure out of that, or to keep hurting her, like, the two don't go together. He doesn't love you. In which case, I think women and men alike, I guess, just need to be a little more selective.
Absolutely.
Don't hop on the first thing that look like this
But the first
know what I
time
mean?
somebody hits you is the last time somebody hits you.
Yeah.
It's never okay.
Yeah.
And that goes for women too, because women feel they can put their hands on men and they're not supposed to do nothing back to them.
Yeah.
And that's this is not the case.
Shout out, Mom.
I talk to my daughter about doing stuff like that.
Right.
Don't put your hands on nobody.
Right.
Nobody. And no love taps or anything.
Going to answer that. We got a call here. Welcome to Blueprint Radio Podcast. Who it is?
Hello?
Hello. I'm Sneaky Pete, son, and I love the show.
Oh, my God. Thanks,
We love
man.
you too, man. We heard you won't be
Appreciate
putting
you,
up with
dude.
nothing, brother. Team Light Skin coming back. I'm with you, baby.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Shakira.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Oh.
See why I love my kids, dude.
I like that they call you Sneaky P so
I'm
easily.
living my best life.
Hey,
Okay, babe.
can we ask you a question? Can we ask you a question?
Kevin want to ask you something.
Does Sneaky P have bad gas? Gas.
Gas. Just said he had bad gas.
Out of the mouth of babes. They
All right,
keep it
thank y'all.
100.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
Purr.
Okay.
It sounds like the door opening. Purr.
I don't really. Anyway, to the phone's off. I don't really.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Daddy, you lying. You told us not to lie.
Look, then again, I don't know, because you know what else I call gas.
That's true.
And mama might have been like, oh, yeah, him daddy got the
Killed
gas. All the other stuff out
Killed
there, gas.
Killed an iguana with that gas.
Nah, yeah, well, yeah.
Shout out to Pharmaceuticals
My
on 301.
My guy.
Hey, our
But-
sponsor we're trying to get is Nature's Medicine.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Shout out to Nature's Medicine. Go see them. Nice people work there.
Yeah.
Alternative methods of medicining. Medicining.
It's becoming big.
What, the dispensaries?
No, well, using the cannabis for medication.
Oh, yeah.
It was always there, though. We can go back to How High, where, Silas had the different
Actually-
strains for different things.
Actually, we can go back to the Indians. And that was their thing, right? I mean, older
Native American.
Indian stories, yeah, told of, well, they called it peyote, I guess, but older Indian stories showed them smoking out of their pipe, whether it's to
Peace pipe.
cure this or to calm that or however, whatever the situation was.
And
I
then
mean,
they
it was
weren't
more
really
reason.
cultivating back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
But it was used more for a spiritual experience. So what is said is, people that smoke, you can enter a not euphoric state, but you can enter a meditative state
Gotcha.
if you're focused and you're in the right frame of mind. And if you focus and meditate enough, you can transcend. Because cannabis does have a psychoactive compound in it. Now, most of the time you do, to maximize it, you have to cook it, from what I understand, what I've read in textbooks, not from personal experience, however. But, you're supposed to, I guess, cook it for a long time in butter or certain things, alcohol, and then you put that into food, and then you eat that food, and that opens up the psychoactive properties of it, which will allow you to trip or, actually see things.
Gotcha.
I wonder how you believe it or not.
Yes.
But the CBD, like you said,
Yeah.
Sneaky P, has been used for a long time. And different strains can heal different problems.
Isn't it funny how they don't let us know what we should have probably already known?
Well, they'll never let you know anything if they can't profit
really,
off
it's
it.
already been there.
Right. They got to profit off it, Sneaky.
Right.
They got to profit off it. So if they're not profiting off that until it goes federal, they can't profit off the cannabis industry on the scale they want to, as they are in big pharma.
Gotcha.
Once it goes federal, you'll see all of that open up. But unfortunately, the quality will go down as always because they'll try to find a way to squeeze out as much as they can from us. That's the part of the law they hate, I think, is that you can grow young.
Gotcha. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, all our viewers, y'all can call in at 301-557-0171. We'll probably take a few more calls.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We want to hear some bad stories. Let me hear a story of the weirdest sex you ever had.
Oh my God.
I want to hear that. I mean awkward, not weird. I don't want to blow by blow. I don't want any negative, language unless there's no other word to describe it. California clam bake, Philadelphia steamer, donkey punch, whatever. Let me
Bobby
hear about
the
it.
baked bean baker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he put out oatmeal? What did he do? Or let's talk about awkward. Like I wonder. Me and Sneaky P and I, we're having a conversation. There's a quick conversation before the show, while we were eating our salads, and I posed the question to Sneaky P.
Y'all were eating salads.
Pause.
Were they tossed?
No. Right out the bag.
As a matter of fact, now I see where this conversation going. I'm more than
You
sure.
started it, Sneaky
It
P.
was a whole nother Sneaky
You
P.
started it with the vampire, Sneaky P. You put
Oh,
that into the-
I did. I remember that.
Put
Yeah,
that
okay,
to the
okay.
yes,
I'm
sir.
with you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I
Yes.
follow back.
Yes, sir.
I support.
So is it possible to have a sexless relationship?
Hell no.
Damn, you didn't even think about it.
Hell no.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so it has to be physical back and forth for you to have a monogamous
The
relationship
thing
with
is,
somebody.
I think how frequent it has to be. Like, maybe it doesn't have to be every day, all day. If you're a person that, is turned off like that, but let me help you understand something.
Okay.
If it's time to go to bed and we watching the movie,
Okay.
boy, you come out the bathroom, Shawty got on the. We not about, man, your leg can't rub my leg and we just cool.
Well,
You feel me?
what about people who are celibate?
They eventually. I don't believe that.
Here's the thing. You're celibate for the reason that more than likely you're saving yourself for that particular person.
Okay.
Or you want to get done with your mission with God or find yourself, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But we're talking about a relationship.
There's an
So
end of the
that-
rainbow
That
eventually.
means
Yeah.
in a
Somebody gonna get them
relationship,
goodies. So.
you have actually apparently found that
No.
person.
Okay.
And if you can get, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay, and if you can get to a point of
Yeah, Farmer
ecstasy,
said,
apparently,
hell to the no.
this is someone you know. Like, you know what I mean? You don't make it to that point.
Well, let me pose another question. Let me pose it again because I think I made it too broad. Say you're with somebody. You've been with
Okay.
them for a while. You love this person. This is your significant other. Monogamous relationship. No open, nothing of the sort. And there's a medical reason why one of you can't.
I mean, with it being a medical reason, depending on what it is, that's a respect thing. That's a bigger than what I want or what my wishes is. If it's the female,
So that's too easy. That's too easy.
You feel?
So you meet somebody.
Okay.
You're vibing with them.
Okay.
Everything's cool. You like them.
Okay.
Not just a friendship. You like them.
Mhm.
And then you find out that for a medical reason, for whatever that medical reason may be, you cannot get intimate with them.
Then at that point, not to be an asshole, but you become a friend.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's no, you know what I mean? It's
Friend zone.
I'm not gonna not like you all of a sudden after I done fake talk to you for a week and finally got to the point of building up the courage to say, hey, come on.
Now turn it
over.
around. Say you have erectile dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stop looking at that point because you can't finish, or do you look for
Here's the thing.
that intimate companionship?
It works the same way. Be my friend still. You understand? You don't have to shit on me. I can't perform. That's what it is. Don't mean you can't be my friend. Because trust and believe, my friend might even find the right pill for the boy. And guess what? You can't stop me.
And at this point, there's no sexless.
Like, you feel me? It goes both ways, whether you male or female. Just
Okay.
have compassion for that person,
All right, Miss
but know
T.
that if that's not for you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Ms. T said a person could love you because some have gone to war and come back unable to perform, but eventually become difficult and leading to sex with someone else. So in a way, she's agreeing with you, Sneaky One,
Yeah.
where eventually sex is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Now, so we go back to the original question. You're with somebody, and for whatever reason, they can't have sex anymore. Do you stay with? And let's be honest. Will that become an issue?
I'm sure it'll be an issue it would definitely come up in the relationship.
Okay.
I really believe so. And if it were me, I wouldn't want my significant other to go out and do anything. But I can't. Yeah.
Kelly Green said a whole lot of nothing.
I did.
Depending on the time you guys are together, like if we got a lot of time invested, we got a plan set up, a common goal. There are other sacrifices and things we can do. Maybe I can't do that down there for a medical reason.
Did you say ain't nothing wrong with your mouth, Sneaky P?
So to speak. You did. My God. No, but I'm saying but I mean from the male side too, like, okay, apparently I can't go in and beat it up, let's say a stitch, whatever the case is. There are still ways for me to make you feel good. And you make me feel good. Now, if it's a situation medically now,
it didn't like that.
Now, because I've been with you, like I said, we're looking at this situation different. This is somebody I've been with.
Right.
So, I don't stop loving you because something medically has...
But you have needs.
Yeah, and like I said, with that being said, we just have to, out of communication, find ways around it. I can't do this like that no more. But until the doctor can fix this, sew this, heal this, we got a few things. There are toys, there are exercises, there are dolls. There are a lot of options.
There are dolls.
Listen what I'm saying. We're talking about somebody you've been with.
Sure.
We're not talking about we just regular guys. I was dating this broad.
Well, there's a lot of technology. You can get a pocket situation now.
But again, with that being said, if we've been together, we got time invested, we got goals. I'm not leaving that woman because of something medical. Not even like she purposely saying, I don't want you. It's not like a push away, turn off thing. It's what can I do?
So I want Kelly Green's response, and then I'm going to switch the question up a little bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss T. She said, yes, intimacy comes in physical form as well. Miss Farmer says you would actually have to be put in a situation to answer this. And Miss T agrees with it, so true. So, Miss Green, what do you think? Do you think you can stay with the person? Or no, eventually it will become an issue? Let's be honest. And just if you're asking, the vision is working fine.
I was looking at it from my standpoint.
Sure.
If I couldn't perform,
okay,
then I would have to satisfy my husband in other ways. But like Pete said,
it's good.
There's different things you can do. You wouldn't necessarily have to go out there. I would be upset. Yeah, I would if my other half, who I'm trying to keep. Yeah. Yeah.
So let me change the question.
Yes.
Let me change the scenario. It's not a physical thing. It's a mental and emotional thing.
Okay.
Maybe something happened to them. It could have been rape. It could have been PTSD. It could have been a traumatic situation.
Medication.
It could be medication. It could be something that prevents them from even having intimacy.
Yeah.
Out of real love for that person, you'll do your due diligence to find out how to kind of cope with that. Like, if you're always a downer person, how do I kind of calm myself down to be able to deal with you? If you're always an uppity person, how do I raise my level of adrenaline to deal with you? If you're always a calm person,
everything is
how
good.
do I train myself to lower my voice so that we can get along? If you're an
same way, it's the
excited
same way you
person,
do that, you
how
would
do I
figure that out
raise
too.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like either way, I would just if it's somebody I care about,
You're going to figure it out.
if it's a
you
mental
figure it
thing, I'll figure out what bothers you. I'll try to stay away from that. I'll even try to find ways to counteract that if I love you.
All
It
right.
will mess around, either have A breakthrough, or at least B, be able to get along. You know, I'll be able
Now,
to get
where are
mine by
your
knowing
needs?
how.
Oh, so you can forego your needs out of love for your partner, is what you're saying.
Well, you'll get to your needs, but that shouldn't be the most important thing. Like, put it like this.
Not say it never changes. We're talking about a scenario where something clicked in them and they never want to have sex again. They want to be with you, but they just never want to be intimate in that manner again. And it has to be something very psychosomatic, very traumatic.
The first
of
stages
course.
is me supporting, not giving up so easy, so quick. You know, looking at all medical aspects. This is a new world. This is technology. You know what I'm saying? We technology driven. I mean, second move is to kind of try to go to God, see if there's any other understanding. Am I missing something? Am I being selfish? Am I moving too fast?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Third and final, if it's at that point, no way possible, you just flat out, you're not having sex, then we need to have a serious talk about the fact that, listen, I am a man. I do have needs. Whether you want to pay for it, I pay for it. We order me one. You know what I mean? Every Thursday.
Whether you want to pay for it.
I mean, listen, at least
you got extra money on your check, baby?
I'm going to come and talk to
Can
you.
you stop by 14th Street on your way home? You mind?
I mean, I could be like.
I think I would give
Pick me up a pack of
hall
pussy.
pass.
I mean,
I think I would.
You see what I'm saying? Like, understandably, you
But
have a good
you
partner,
you want that.
but they can in no way, this can in no way happen again. So I either say I lose my partner,
Right.
either I'm selfish and say, so what? You still gonna stay here? Or I
Right.
say, well, look, practicing safety. There are different methods, there are different clubs, there are different places we can go to where even I can pick
Right. Supporting
what
patient.
I think you should have.
I think that's a real serious question. Like Bev said, you know, it's hard to really say what you would do until you're in the situation,
Well,
until your love is being tested.
You can always
Yeah.
think hypothetically. I mean, we've advanced enough, I think, in human technology. I can almost psychologically tell you how I would be if I'm sick. I could tell you how happy I would be if this happened. I can show emotion right now over something that didn't happen, but if it does happen, I can show you how I would feel.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think we've advanced enough to make a good enough assumption on what I would do.
And the question was never about
not
sex.
going against Bear
Right.
Farmer, but I'm just saying I don't think I necessarily need to be in that position. I think
you gotta be in that situation and be extremely horny. And then what you're gonna do at that point will tell you what you would do.
no, I'm talking about far as making a comment about what you know. What I'm saying,
Sure,
what
sure,
you would
because it
do.
is difficult.
I don't think you need to be in that situation. I think if you just, you know, if you really, really think about it and set it in your mind,
Right.
you know, like they used to have a saying, a woman know within the first couple of minutes whether she would do anything with that guy.
Is that true, ladies?
You understand what I'm saying?
Is that true?
And I don't know. Maybe that is.
Let me
maybe
see y'all
that's
answer
not.
that. Bad Farmer, Mrs. T, is that true?
But it just doesn't seem like that's almost like saying I've never robbed a bank and been locked up.
Wait a minute, you believe that?
So I need to get locked up robbing a bank to see what it feel like. No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be fucked up
True.
if I get locked up.
Yeah.
But Kelly Green, is that true?
What?
In the first few minutes.
Yeah, I believe that.
In the first few minutes, y'all know if he gonna get the panty draws?
I think it's a hormone that runs through a woman that sees something in a man.
hormone.
Maybe they don't even
Did you
see
say a hormone?
something that runs through them like.
Is that a WH or an H?
A hormone.
Hormone.
You got a new word.
Turbo 314.
These days it's called the turn up.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the question was never about sex, really. And the question was what we go through in relationships, okay? As we go on with people, a lot of us, again, don't have the experience or the example to understand the trials and tribulations of a long relationship. It changes, just like we talked about hip-hop. It metamorphosizes and change. It's an ever-evolving organism. You are not your relationship, and your other is not your relationship. Your relationship is something else. And it's ever evolving, it's ever changing. You're going to get hit with curveballs. You're going to change who you are from time to time. That's what I was trying to say.
Would you say it's
from
important
time to time.
to evolve together?
Yes, but I think it's more important to support the other's evolution. Because evolution, you can't always say your evolution is going to happen at the same time. One may decide to get in shape, and the other might not.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But there needs to be mutual
does that
support.
other one need to encourage that one
Yes.
to let's stay on the same track?
Exactly. Don't let it bring you apart. It's just another form of support you have to do for your
Because
other.
you got a lot of relationships where there'll be a guy holding a woman down, or vice versa, a woman holding a guy down. Then they get that job that they've been looking for all their life, and now all of a sudden they're above and you're not, or you know what I'm saying?
In that situation, your plan needs to be concise and clear. So the plan initially was hold them down while they got to where they needed to be.
No. I think sometimes in a relationship, it's just something the other one does. Like, it doesn't have to be a plan. It's just one of them things where, you know, you two guys are together.
You hold each other down.
You know, she's working.
Right.
Maybe she's making more. Maybe you're doing this, you're following your passion, whatever the case may be. You're down, got a bum knee, whatever the case may be. No pun intended.
There was a shot.
It's one of them things was hook off the jab.
A little something, a little crossover.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Like,
but we discussed this, and it comes with having a plan. The plan will dictate the result. So,
I mean, I would think ultimately the plan is for both of us to kind of eat and get.
But that's what y'all two
discussed,
discussed,
it doesn't always
though.
pan out like that.
Because one, you may not have ever discussed and laid out the plan, or two, someone has deviated from the plan.
Okay.
Either way, those are both issues.
I like that. Okay,
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If you didn't discuss what was going to happen,
y'all had a plan. Sometimes somebody kind of deviates.
and it
from
happens
the
all the
plan.
time.
I got
Me and
you,
Kelly
boy.
Green used to live in this place called Ashley Apartments, and one time we heard this situation go on. This guy was living with, it was two African folks, and we heard them out there arguing because this guy was living with her while he was going to medical school.
Okay.
He graduated, got his doctor's license, came straight home from the graduation, and started packing his stuff, and left her there with a brand new baby in the apartment.
But
Yeah. And she was just saying, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. And he was just as cold as ever. No, I got what I needed. She held him down while he got his medical license and then left. So it's not always the female. It's not always the person. Sometimes people have their own agenda.
yeah, no, I was just speaking
But,
in general.
right, no, but I see what you're saying
You
because
know
I
what
see
I
that a
mean?
lot.
Yeah, and
Because
that's why I brought it up.
It's changing now. The women are the ones with the good credit. Women are the ones with the cars, with the houses, with the plans, financially more secure than the
Can
male.
that be said that because at some point a man held him down, even if it's somebody in your family?
But it might not have been that
supporting
man.
You. It don't have to. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
don't have to be a guy that's doing something to you. It could be your dad, your uncle, your
Yeah, but that doesn't automatically mean you have to hold another man down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
unless
yeah.
that's your plan, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Both people are
Okay.
individuals, and they both have a right to enter into a contract and agreement
Yeah.
with both of their feelings and their goals and wants
Yeah.
being considered with the ultimate plan.
Because I think last week we were talking about a situation where the guy that makes the movies, billionaire, but his daughter wants to do something
point.
kind of
Steven Spielberg,
rebellious, and
yeah.
it's kind of one of that's.
And by
where I
the way,
was
she
coming
just got
from.
arrested for domestic violence.
Wow,
So-
see, but that's where I was
Big,
coming
big,
from
big
with
shot.
that angle. Like, even when, you know what I'm saying, you have the right person in your life, the right suitor who has what he needs.
Yeah.
All you have to do is your part. But hey, maybe
Some
you just
people
feel-
don't.
okay.
Yeah, some people they're not ready, and that's another thing. And then it ultimately goes back to the plan, because if you really discussed it, was like, do you want to get married? Okay, do you want to get? Well, then why do you want to get married? You know what I mean? Why do we want? Yeah, right. Yeah, they snitched on you too.
It just touched me was that.
But you know, again, it's having the plan.
Yeah.
And it's really having the other person's best interest. And it sounds like cliche, but it's really something we got away from. We are a very selfish, self-absorbed society.
Yeah.
Even in relationships, we're very self-absorbed. It's a contest. Who's winning? Nobody's winning. If you winning, nobody's winning. Because you're not building anything. you're not building a viable foundation.
Yeah.
You're building on top of pain. You're building on top of conquering the other person. That's nothing solid. And as soon as something comes along that will ease that other person's pain, now you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And now all you got to keep you warm at night is regret and bitterness.
Yeah.
And you're going to carry that into the next relationship if you can get in another one.
Yeah.
So, we got to look at that thing. Like, we have to look beyond the surface. Like, say your person has an attitude.
Okay.
Don't get mad at them because they got an attitude. If you know them and they've been holding you down and they've been taking care of you, then look past that. Say, well, that's just not how they normally are.
Okay.
So what's going on?
Okay.
Oh, they wouldn't do that. They hold me down these other times. So let me look at this time and let me respond in love.
Yeah.
Instead of reciprocating what you're feeling. We always want to get back.
Right.
We always want to hit somebody back. You got an attitude with me, so now I'm gonna read and write you.
Man,
Dude, like, hey, cuz, she ain't gonna talk to me like that.
Yeah.
But then what are we missing? An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind
Gotcha.
at the end.
Yeah,
Respond with love.
Now can't nobody lead nobody.
Exactly. Everybody's running around just in pain, not
Ain't
seeing
even
bumping in
one
the
of us see.
walls,
Right.
falling over furniture where we should have just been holding each other down. What's going on with you, baby? What's the problem? I don't want to talk right
Ain't
now.
nothing wrong with
Respect
building
their
each
space.
other up, holding each other back. Ain't
What's
nothing
it
wrong.
going to do? But give you a great relationship. And if you did it for somebody they didn't appreciate it, then
And
that's
the other
their
person
loss.
doesn't have to be weak. It's just sometimes
Yeah.
they need that help, that extra help.
Absolutely. They need you to bring some food up the
2 days later,
stairs.
they the strongest.
You understand what I'm saying? Sneaky P, you got to.
On the low end.
On the low. But you said it correctly. I'm down there. It doesn't make you weak. And you know what I hear a lot, and we're going to close with this. I hear a lot of people say, well, I did this for so-and-so before. That was so-and-so's loss. Don't let so-and-so's loss be somebody else who might appreciate you doing that. And we change as people. We might have been real F-ups at one point, men and women. And then you get tired of running, you get tired of gunning, and you just want to do it the right way. But if you're really giving them a chance, you got to give them that chance. We got to give our significant others the best of us so we can get the best out of each other. And that's how we feel here at the Blueprint Radio Podcast.
No doubt.
All right, did y'all enjoy the show?
Absolutely.
We enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Of course, we see that you guys saw the YouTube up there. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing you view it. And we will have YouTube up again this week. It is your boy's fault. I incorrectly engineered last week, so we couldn't put the podcast up. But the podcast will be up this week. Apple Music, Google Podcasts, and Anchor.
Check out the show. It was live. Yeah.
They loved it. Who was that?
Nah, that's my cousin. She just chimed in.
Well, cuz
she got to go back and check out the show so she'll be able to see.
Oh, absolutely.
The calling number, cuz.
Well, she can always go on Impulse Internet Radio, and of course, we shared it to all our pages.
Yes, sir.
But we had a great time with y'all.
Absolutely.
And we will see you next week, each and every Tuesday, right here on
Blueprint Radio Podcast. Tuesdays, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Social commentary with a comedic twist. Breaking news, celebrity gossip, relationship issues, and everything in between. The Vision, Kelly Green, and Steve B. Broadcasting live. Impulse Internet Radio Live 365.com, but on Facebook at Impulse Internet Radio, and of course on IG at the Blueprint Radio Show. Now sit back and be entertained, cuz